Do you want a nice energized passive from the shop? Click the first link in the description and use the code FORTUNE13 to get a 13.5% discount while supporting the channel at the same time. Hello my fellow misfortunates and welcome to Diamond 4 solo queue. We are today playing a build that is very near and dear my heart. It's the good old vampire misfortune that a lot of you guys are enjoying as well. So let's rock with it today. For those of you who don't know the build, we are going for 2 lifesteal items. Playing this with Conqueror, as you see on the screen. You can also play this with Press the Attack, and depending on which version of the Conqueror nerfs go live tomorrow, Press the Attack might be better. But today, it's still, well, we're still in the 9.23 patch, so Conqueror it is. And the build is 2 lifesteal items into Black Cleaver, and then into whatever attack damage item we need. So, Misfortune synergizes extremely well with lifesteal due to her passive and her Q applying it. And also the overheal effect and shielding effects in general are very good on her, simply because her W gives her a massive amount of movement speed, but as soon as you get hit, you lose all that movement speed. However, when you are protected by a shield, you do not lose the movement speed, so you're extremely speedy in combat, able to dodge Brand's skill shots, for example. So this is why we go Bloodthirster, this is why we want overheal. And in tough lanes or in very poke-heavy lanes, you can just go double Vamp Scepter early game. I'm not sure if I'm doing it this game, but it's definitely an option, and it is very good, because it does not even delay your build. Well, you do delay your first completed item, but you still build the second item out of the second Vamp Scepter. So you rush Bloodthirster plus Blade of the Ruined King. Okay. 2 Power Spike. Yeah, Press the Attack would have been better in that situation. Typically Conqueror is better in the mid to late game, Press the Attack's better during the lane phase. So it really is up to you, and depends on your style a lot. Oh, it's Xena's support brand APC, I noticed. Interesting, definitely. Definitely interesting. By the way, if you want to see exclusive videos not available to the general public, then and those are on my High Diamond accounts in solo queue, then you can sign up for my email list for free by clicking the last link in the description, or if I don't forget, the link in the pinned comments. Need to push this for Volibear so you can gank, because minions are a source of vision, right? That did not go as planned. Decent topside-ish. Yeah, too bad. Talia went a little bit too ham there. Just a little bit. And Volibear burned his flash. And I burned my heal. Yeah, it was all in all a very bad exchange. Oh, I wanted to ward, but I missed my key. Please don't kill yourself. Just push the wave. Push the wave. I want Vamp Scepter plus Boots. Boots are super important against Brand. Make him way easier to deal with. Nice. Alright. So we could also buy a BF sword, which also goes towards Bloodthirster. But I would only recommend it when you are really, really far ahead, right? There's no chance they can do anything to you, then you do that. But you need to respect their poke and their skill shots. So yeah, Boots plus Vamp Scepter, way safer. Also an interesting take on this build is going Bloodthirster second and Blade of the Ruined King first. with... then you do need double Vamp Scepter, because you do need... 20% lifesteal is very important in the mid-game. But Blade of the Ruined King first allows you to stack Conqueror even more quickly, because it's active, counts as a spell, and thereby provides 2 Conqueror stacks. Again, a situation where press the attack would have been better. But yeah, we can trade all day. Trading in minions is typically not a good idea, but with Vamp Scepter it's whatever. Oh, he got me. Alright. It's something. Situations like these, super safe with Vamp Scepter. Misfortune with lifesteal is just premium. Oh, Talia, please. And she killed herself. Oh well, she took the fast base, right? I'm out of mana, but sure. So yeah, if you don't have the money to go for BF Sword on your second base, it's also definitely fine to just go for double Vamp Scepter into Blade of the Ruined King first. So I think this is what I'm doing this game. So double Vamp Scepter plus Overheal is kind of a pseudo Bloodthirster, as it also has a shield plus 20% lifesteal. By the way, the rune choice, some people ask whether Legend Bloodline or Legend Alacrity is better. It really depends on your build. With this build I go for Legend Alacrity every time, because lifesteal, you need to have some attack speed, because lifesteal obviously scales with attack speed. And Legend, well, you only need Legend Bloodline if you have 1 lifesteal item or less. In any other case, you want, or when you have 2 lifesteal items or more, you definitely want Legend Alacrity. Here's the last chapter. Easy. I'm starting... This is one of my weaknesses, I never heal my support, but this time I actually did it correctly. Okay, get this plating. Nice. So what do we buy here? Going back is definitely correct. Yeah, like this, probably fine. Cutlass, the very same thing applies. The active counts, or accounts for 2 Conqueror stacks. Then now with 5 CS, yeah, that's interesting. Oh well, she probably farmed while Brand was not in lane. Oh, they did not realize Zenna is the support. Now I get it. Whatever. Get back off. Alright. All the flashes coming out. Do I play without these Sin? Maybe I do. I have enough mana for ulti. And 8 Conqueror stacks. But yeah, you have so much movement speed, even when you take hits from minions or whatever. You don't lose your W, which means you can dodge skill shots so easily. You have a very, very, or how do you say this? You have a lot of ways to display your skill with this Misfortune build. Due to kiting, dodging skill shots. All the good stuff. Speaking of displays of skill. I need to hit that, I have enough attack damage, but okay. I'm trying to use as little mana as possible, so we can potentially... Couldn't save her. Oh, I didn't... How did I miss that Lee Sin? Brain lag. It's late in the evening. Maybe I'm not the most focused person in the room, huh? Nah, they won't get the tower. Ooh, the teleport too? Crazy. Let's go like this. Could have gotten the BF sword there, but I think upgrading boots is fine too. And I don't want to be building towards 2 items at the same time. I already committed with the cutlass towards building the other thing first. Get a quick shield. We win this super hard, right? Yeah, that's Drake. Let's take it. I can tank. Just let me tank it. It's okay. Okay. Nice. Take that too. Oh, always when this animation comes, my screen freezes. Sometimes, well, sometimes, not always. This time it didn't. So anytime the map changes, I really hate it. On my way. This is such a good fight. Yo, they just got completely crushed. Yeah, that was backbreaking. First they get wiped at dragon, lose dragon, they get wiped again. We can just keep going, right? Or maybe not. Maybe that's greedy now. Just go back, I have enough for my item. Might as well buy it. Okay, so we took mid tower, which is super important, because as soon as mid tower is gone, we can invade their jungle through these 2 paths without them noticing. But we need to go bot lane again and take the tower there, so we can roam effectively. Alright, nice. That's her flash. Something tells me someone is here. Maybe not. Okay, this is the point where we rotate towards mid lane. I don't want to base before I get my BF sword. Always Borg first, so you get the extra attack damage immediately. Oh, better flash this before Syndra stuns me. I'm out of mana, but we can still do a lot with auto attacks. Okay. Yeah, we're popping off. Uh-oh. Once you get slowed though, and you don't have Bloodthirster yet for the bigger shield. But Overheal shield is too small. I need Bloodthirster as soon as possible. Because once you do get caught, as you saw with Cho'Gath, and you cannot really run from Righteous Glory, can you? Once you do get caught, you simply you can't move anymore, because then your W is gone for good. It's only about stray hits, but when you get hard initiated on. With Bloodthirster that changes though, you can tank some spells with Bloodthirster shield, without the shield getting broken. I'm so out of mana, but I need to be there for Inferno. My presence is important. I still have my auto attacks, and I have a lot of attack speed. I'd love to go base, but again, just sticking with the team. Katarina, please don't jump to me with that. Nice auto attacks. I think I need 200 more gold for Bloodthirster. Yeah. Take inhibitor base. That's such an overstay. I want a little bit more gold though. 2.6k is what I need to upgrade my item immediately. Damn. Stupid choke point. Not like he could outdamage me. Cho'Gath can only really hurt me if he has damage dealers to back him up. He can only hold me in place, but between this and this, he's not going to kill me. Alright, we got the Bloodthirster. Now, to make the most of your lifesteal, you also need a decent HP pool, so you actually have time to apply the lifesteal. Since if they just burst you, this brand could definitely hit 100 to 0 me in one rotation. If they just burst you, the lifesteal doesn't matter, right? Yeah, the next step is to buff your HP pool. And then you can buy whatever. Focus on objectives. No reason to dive them, just take the inhib. We end. They're all alive, that would be very greedy. We should just go top lane. You see, not even a tower shot breaks the shield. Yes. So far so good. Too much healing from the base. Yeah, we got him. Very nice game. Everything worked out like textbook. And but if you don't really like this style of Misfortune and much rather play lethality, then you can check out Dark Harvest Misfortune by clicking the link on your screen right there. A big thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. If you want to become a Patreon yourself, just go to patreon.com/mfdb. But if you rather save your money, you can support me for free by clicking the like and the subscribe button.